Hey everybody! For today's mocktail, we're making an almond grove. To make the almond grove, you'll need an ounce of almond milk, an ounce of coconut cream, and a little bit of cocoa powder. You're going to need a cocktail shaker full of ice. You're going to mix the almond milk and the coconut cream into the cocktail shaker. And then you're going to add a pinch of cocoa, or just a little sprinkle. And then you're going to shake the mixture up. And you want to shake it really well because you really want the cocoa powder to mix in with the almond milk and the coconut cream. Once you're finished shaking, you're going to pour the mixture into a pre-chilled glass. And then you're going to sprinkle a little bit of the cocoa powder on top. Cheers. For today's craft, we'll be making polymer clay ring dishes. What you'll need, most of all, is your little ball of clay. You can pick it up at the library while supplies last. Otherwise, if you have polymer clay, this is what we'll be using. You'll also need something to roll out the clay. I have an acrylic roller here. You can use a rolling pin, but if you're going to use the rolling pin, you want to cover it with wax paper if you plan on using it with food again. Anything that touches polymer clay, you do not want to touch food. I also have a little glass bowl here. This is called a custard dish, but a muffin tin would work, or anything that has a depression in a little circle that will give you a little round shape. I have a piece of saran wrap here, and I'm using this because I want to cover. I'm going to be putting this in my dish so that I don't get clay on the dish itself. And I've got a roller here, just because I'm going to be using it for just a few measurements when I'm doing the craft. We're going to begin by warming up the little ball of clay, just in between your hands. Rolling it around and getting it a little bit warmed up makes it more pliable. It makes it a little bit softer and easier to work with. So we're going to do that. Once you have your clay a little bit warmed up, you're going to use your roller and you're going to begin to roll it out into a circular shape. So I'm going to start pretty easy. I want to just roll a few times back and forth just to start the circular shape. Ultimately, you want to roll the piece of clay out to about 1/8 of an inch. I started with a piece of clay that was about 1 inch in diameter, which will fit my bowl, and you're going to have to work with that to make sure that yours fits whatever bowl or muffin tin you're using. So I'm just going to continue to roll it out, turning it as I need to so that it stays into somewhat circular shape. And the glass bowl I'm using, the bottom of it is it's a little over 2 inches in diameter, the bottom of the dish. So I want to make the diameter of my clay a little bit bigger than the bottom of the dish. And I'm going to go with, since this is about 2 1/4 inches, I'm going to go with about 3 inches diameter for this circle. So let's see where I'm at. I'm almost there, but I'm going to roll it out a little bit more. And these numbers don't need to be perfect, but it will just give you a nice shape for your dish. At about 3 inches. So now that I'm at the diameter that I want, I'm going to use this black pepper. You don't need to use black pepper, but I'm going to use it to decorate the bottom of the bowl, or what will be the bottom of the ring dish. I saw it used online, and I thought it was a really neat effect. So I'm just going to take my pepper, crack it a little bit over the clay, and I'm just going to gently push the pepper flakes into the clay. Not all of it is going to stick, and that's fine. It just depends on the effect you're going for, more pepper or less pepper. Okay. So now that I have my peppered clay, I'm going to put my saran wrap in the bottom of my glass bowl. And I'm going to take the clay and I'm going to very gently set it into the bowl and start to push down. The sides of the clay are going to want to pucker a little bit. You should be able to just sort of gently push them along the sides of the wall. Show you what I've got here. Now I really like the way this looks, so I'm going to gently pull it out, saran wrap and all. I'm going to use my fingers just to kind of gently shape it after that. And I like that shape, so it's time to bake.